North Dakota first.
In our Veterans Voices series, we continue to feature some of North Dakota's bravest.
Tonight, Malik Wilson brings us a story of a Vietnam veteran whose decision to join the military helped impact lives far beyond the war front.
I always tell people that I would not be here if it wasn't for the Air Force, because what I learned in the Air Force helped me to transition into civilian life.
Louis Mcleod wasn't raised with a military background. He grew up in New Jersey to a father who was a pastor and a mother who was a nurse. But after watching things unfold in Vietnam, he figured, why not join now?
Most of the people that I knew were going to be drafted, and I figured I was going to be drafted. There came a point in time as I was watching things unfold during the 60s that sooner or later, but why don't you go ahead and go on your own accord? So I enlisted with some of my friends, and we went in because we wanted to make a difference.
Mcleod enlisted in the U.S. Air Force in 1968, serving 24 years as a police officer. But he says there is where he learned the basics to becoming a man.
Organizational skills, management, leadership, teamwork. Those are things that in most military cases you learn, but having the opportunity to actually put them together as you rise up the ranks and in different job settings, that's something that a lot of people do not get to do.
His service was nothing short of a learning trail, traveling to Maine, Korea, Vietnam, Delaware, Spain, and eventually Minot, North Dakota, where he retired and began his purpose of giving.
From the time that I got here, I was involved with community, and I learned a lot from a lot of people. I had several mentors in the community who allowed me and afforded me the opportunity to do quite a bit of things, along with what I was doing in the military.
Inspired by working with youth in the community, individuals with disabilities, and Calyx, Mcleod began a troop of his own, creating the Minot Area Homeless Coalition, a nonprofit organization to help those in need.
Having the ability to have impact on somebody's life who's hurting, who is in need, is a tremendous responsibility is the way I look at it. Not everybody, even if they know somebody needs help, is going to help them.
Mcleod's coalition has been up and running for 34 years, serving 7 counties in North Dakota, alongside other nonprofits.
We collaborate and work with a lot of agencies, from Salvation Army to Community Action to Domestic Violence Crisis Center to the Men's Winter Refuge, and I can go on. But that's the one thing to me that sets Minot apart, probably to other places that I've been, is that they all working for the common good.
And now, for almost 50 years, Mcleod has called Minot home and will continue to work for the community's good.
If you call this home, be a good community partner, and let's make things happen.
Malik Wilson, KX News.
Mcleod says he's proud to be a veteran and to call Minot home.
We thank him for his service.